Hello and welcome to the second Minecraft proper video. Here we are at the next amusement park, which is Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. This is where we'll find rides like Roller Coaster, Family Star, Snails and Fairy Tales. And the first ride that we're going to be going on is the Mulan, which, well, got removed from the real life park in 2019. But because this recreation was built so many years ago, it's still here, and I didn't touch the recreations. I kept them as they were originally. So yeah, we do have Mulan. And it's a good fun little flat ride, that. The first of many different flat rides that we're going to be riding over the course of this Minecraft series. And the next ride we're going to be going on is the classic caterpillar. Of course, so many caterpillars everywhere in the world. This is actually the second oldest of the classic caterpillar layout in the world, as it used to be at Alton Towers. And then in 1998 it was relocated to here. And that is the caterpillar. Now we're going to go on the next flat ride, the pirate ship. And this again has technically been removed, but like Mulan, actually I didn't mention it, they've both actually got new replacements. So they've actually got a ride like this and Mulan in different locations, actually at the other end of the park, but they're the same type of ride. So this is the pirate ship. And that is it, and it was actually my favourite pirate ship of all time, that one in real life. But I think the new one is probably better, so that's also now my favourite of all of the pirate ships I've ridden. Now we are going to ride Family Star, which is the Fabry spinning mouse, and it's located at this part of the park, which you can actually see from the other amusement park that we have here, which is Wonderworld, which, when I said we were doing all the amusement parks, we're doing the 6 individual ones, and then at the end of the series, that's when we'll do Wonderworld, because it's the biggest. It's probably like half the size of the actual Minecraft map that has been developed here. So we're just going to do like Blackpool, Adventure Island, Nickelodeon Universe and Alton Towers after this one. Then we're going to do some of the midway attractions, then the town centre, other attractions and the shops and restaurants, and then we're going to end with Wonderworld. And that was a very short version of Family Star. And next up is one of my favourite rides at this park, and it is the Snails and Fairy Tales. Now, don't expect a world-class recreation of this. It was built a long time ago, and there's not really many things that are particularly accurate in it. But I have, but you'll notice with a lot of the dart rides and the track rides, they have, is it switched on? Oh, there we go. you'll have this flickering track. What it does is it basically slows it down. It wasn't my idea, but it does work really well at slowing down the minecart so you can enjoy it rather than just going past all the scenes really quick. Oh, and in typical British fashion, as we exit the dart ride, that's when it decides to start raining as we're back outdoors. Right, now we are going to ride the signature attraction at this park, which is the roller coaster. And the entrance to it is just down here, and it is one of only 7 scenic railways with an onboard brake operator. And that is the roller coaster, which is, of course, well, pretty much everyone's favourite ride here. And, I mean, who wouldn't want to be the brake operator? It certainly would be a dream job, that one. Now we're going to ride, well, actually walk through an attraction. This is the Fun House, or the Fun Factory. A very traditional permanent fun house, which there's only 2 of, I believe, anyway, in the UK. And it's good that it's indoors, because it's raining. Yeah, it's not particularly accurate, this one. It does have some obstacles, kind of. But you'll notice in terms of fun houses, the one that we have in the zoo is a lot better than this one. Yeah, jumping over there, parkour. And onto the balcony, which you can see a good few of the attractions. And into here, we've got more of these, if we can actually walk on them. And this, where you've got to try and figure out which one is the one without the barrier block on it, which I already know is this one, because I've been in it a few times recently. But it might be a good guessing if you've never done it. Yeah, the Fun Factory, and then, oh, we've got the monorail first. Yeah, we've got the monorail, which is going to take us around the amusement park. Now, there's not many amusement parks, really, with these traditional monorails anymore. So it's good that Yarmouth has still got theirs, and it's a proper classic ride at the park. You can get some great views of the rest of the attractions at this end of the world as well. And that was a great ride on the monorail. And now we've got our second and final dark ride here, which is Haunted Hotel, which is this park's ghost train. This is a very good ghost train anyway, but it's even better if you get the chance to do it at Halloween in real life with all the actors. So if you can get to the Great Yarmouth Halloween event, it is one of the best, if not the best, Halloween event I've been to at a theme park or an amusement park. It's just, I mean, it's people say it's the best value one, and it is, because you can do the scare mazes as many times as you like. They're not up charges. Really, really good. You've got roaming actors. It's like the whole park becomes a scare zone. Really, really good. So definitely try it out if you can. But this is the ghost train. It is manufactured by Supercar, and it's a very old ride system. However, it had a refurbishment 6 years ago that made it a lot better on the interior. Now this recreation, just like the snails and Neptune's in the last one, don't expect it to be a perfect recreation of this ride. However, it's still a ghost train, so it's still got a lot of the traditional elements. Yeah, it works. It doesn't work perfectly as a recreation of the real ride. However, it does work as a ride in its own. That's the thing. I tend to consider these parks with the same names as real parks. They're more approximations. A lot of the rides will have the same names, but they're not going to be exactly the same layouts as the real rides. And it's good because if you want to see my actual recreations, then you can see my Planet Coaster recreations, or even if you want Alton Towers. I mean, I've got a Minecraft one that I've been doing recently that's like a proper full kind of more accurate recreation of Alton Towers. So yeah, but these ones that I'm doing here are just ones I've done a few years ago, and then I've added some trees and things around them as well. But next up is the Whirlwind, which is the SPF Visa spinning coaster. And next up we've got a little flat ride, which is the Pirate Galleons. And that's just a little family ride there. And we've got our final ride, which isn't particularly very accurate. It's a bumper boat. In real life, at the time when I built this, there was a tracked car ride here, like a small Formula One, and a go-kart track, which I'd never built, but I never really rode either of those in real life. So this is a bumper boat, which was kind of my way of doing a Dodgems at the time. It does mean that this ride is in the wrong location, because the Dodgems in real life are down the other end, and it's a little bit random, so you can just kind of paddle around whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's not the most exciting ride, especially to end on. I mean, we've done all these rides that you can find in the real park, and then we're ending on this, but it is here. I've kept it. It's part of my original recreation, so we've got to keep it, but it's not the most fun. Maybe if you want to eat with other people it would be, but yeah, it's okay. And of course, like I said, that wraps up this Minecraft video from Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. And next time we're going to be going to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which if you want to do that in real life, you've got to go all the way across the country. If you want to do it in this particular Minecraft world, all you've got to do is either jump on the monorail or, well, it's literally walking distance So yeah, we're over at Blackpool.